And we're live! Hello, everybody. Welcome to some Vampire the Masquerade. Niche market for this game itself. At the very least, I could pop in here and try my hand at it. My wife was wonderful enough to buy me the collector's edition on the PlayStation Network because she is amazing. What? No, of course not. I'm not sponsored by the PlayStation Network. That's not even a question. I really don't. I mean, come on. I've got the chat right here in front of me on my phone, and yes, it says one person watching. That's me. Oh, is that also you? Okay. Anyway, I've got the chat up here on my phone so I can see you guys properly if you want to talk to me. We're going to jump in right now. Choose save slot. That's a handy thing. We're going to go with that one right there. Settings really quick. Let's double check things. Graphics. Ooh, that's too bright. I like that one. Okay. And then I guess we go. Prince's Quarters. The Boston Court is in turmoil. A code red alert has been issued, which means a major crisis has occurred. Laisha, and Gabe, or I'm gonna say Gabe, were summoned by the prince. Now, for those of you who don't know, in Vampire the Masquerade, the prince is the kind of lead vampire of the city. I say that partially for those who don't know, and of course, for Bailey, or for Liko, who doesn't know. Vampires walk among us. Unknowing, we've built their cities, fought their wars, and satiated their hunger. For centuries, these creatures have been organized into rival sects, the largest of which is that's not what it is, not Carmella, but I can't pronounce it. In its domain, the Camarilla Courts enforce the Masquerade, a global conspiracy hiding the existence of vampires from the mortal world. Breaking the Masquerade is punishable by a final death. In Boston, vampire factions have long been at each other's throats. After much conflict, Hazel Iverson, the new prince, has sealed a fragile pact with a group of blood sorcerers, known as the Hartford Chantry. Very much so. This alliance will not only provide stability to the domain, but will hand the prince the blood trade, the trafficking of blood and mortal victims that serves the needs of the vampire elite. Tonight, the undead will celebrate. So, for those of you who don't know, a chantry is a small group of vampires, like they said, a sect.
I'll just get this going. There, ready. We're all set.
Now, I remember correctly in some of the...
To begin, tell me, what do you see?
Do we actually get to build our character?
I don't know.
Okay. Try this. Focus on your vision.
Ooh. Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. So, for those of you who don't know, there was some introductory stuff in the beginning, or in the trailers for this, that made it seem like we get to pick our, not tribe, it's not tribe, essentially our bloodline of the different types of vampire. Or maybe we get to play as different types of vampires?
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here. We've got a problem.
Call them back.
Let me see what I can do about the music volume for the broadcast. Not a lot I can really do about it. That's a hair dated. They're using pagers.
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
See, she strikes me as a Toreador.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up.
Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do.
Cold in her skin makes me
To
think.
convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's
Makes
never
me think
been a
Toreador.
code red in
Toreadors
Boston,
are a
damn
tribe
it.
of vampire that
This
are
has
all
gotta be
beauty
bad
for
of
beauty's
them.
sake. Some answers require the use of your skills. Your skill level is compared with that of your opponents. The higher rating wins. You cannot use a skill if the rating is 0. So in this case, willpower. Using a skill consumes willpower. If your opponent wins, you gain a few willpower at the end of the dialogue. Okay, so we have nothing in persuasion presently, so we use psychology.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
Did you say this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called
That
risk
explains the
mitigation,
pager.
That's all. The code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And
Hunters.
everyone runs to shelter at the nearest
Guru.
safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool and it'll be fine.
Okay.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amim. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, Someone's triggered a code red.
If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
So, disciplines. Vampires with supernatural abilities usually inherited by their clan, called disciplines. Some disciplines can be used in dialogue, such as skills. As with skills, the higher level wins. Not all disciplines are available to all vampires. Some mortals may also possess certain powers, although most have no defense against disciplines. Using a discipline generates hunger. Hunger has a value that cannot be exceeded. This limits a vampire's use of their powers. A vampire at their hunger limit risks losing control, attacking and feeding on the closest mortal.
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
My dear I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you.
Treat
now
and
on,
put her in her place.
I don't want to
Okay.
hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
Forgive the background noise, everybody. I'm readjusting my sitting position. Hey, look at that. So our hunger is at 8.
It's gonna be a long night.
Our willpower's at 13.
Miss Lewis, welcome.
Guessing those are a couple of mortals. Used as feed. Or maybe they're ghouls.
Who's she, Caleb?
Mem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy
Tremere, okay.
distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
We should have all left by now.
Are you worried about the Code Red?
I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
I see.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood.
Are you is he Gangrel? Makes sense given his whole demeanor.
He is tortured by a demon. We all have one. The beast that preys upon him is a love of money. If someone held a stake to his heart and cried your money or your unlife, he'd ask you for some time to think it over.
It's his greed, then, that cost him your favor?
Everything about him was disappointment. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't let her get away with this.
All right, Calm down, Dijon.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
Leave us.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Okay, focus. Focus allows you to temporarily increase your skills by 1 or 2 levels. The more you increase your skill, the more willpower it'll cost you, of course. To be focused, a skill must have a minimum score of 1 point. Disciplines or knowledge cannot be focused. Oh, I see. If a skill or discipline level are the same, the outcome of the conflict is uncertain. The chance of victory will be influenced by the number of bonuses or penalties, as well as spending experience points. Okay, so if I increase it to 7... Unlike you, focus will... you can also focus their skills. Unlike you, focus will allow them to increase their skill level by 1 level. The risk of an opponent focus is represented by a percentage.
Do you know what this Code Red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
What about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Yep.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
What's with this hallway, I wonder? Balls. Unstable seer, huh?
Is everything okay, Mom? Penny for your thoughts?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you.
Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember?
I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
It seemed like an eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
I need my sweet little monster.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
I was told to wait here, because Hazel wants to see us.
There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on.
Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
What the deuce? Did she embrace the child? That goes against the coterie. That goes against the direct laws of the vampires. What is wrong with you?
When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That, or she's a major drama queen.
You shouldn't make light of the situation, believe me. There aren't many of us who have experienced a Code Red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Siaka jumped down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
So her prophecies are because she's Malkavian. Okay.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
So we have a Toreador, a Malkavian, and a Gangrel.
The prince shall see you now.
Rebellious Star, the diva who lights up Boston's nights, but bringing light to a world of darkness can be perilous. knows this, but doesn't care. Choose a profile. Investigator, jack of all trades, veteran, free. Profile that focuses on knowledge. Profile that focuses on improving attributes and on a large collection of skills. Focuses on dialogue skills and physical attributes. It allows you to use this character's aura in conversation. Ooh. No pre-attributed points. Ooh, okay. Let's go with veteran. Okay. Ooh, now we're into our character sheet. At the start of a scene, previously earned experience points can be spent to improve the character's abilities. These abilities are divided into two areas. character sheet and the discipline sheet. Each attribute affects a specific list of skills and disciplines. Attributes can increase the chance of victory in cases of a tie. Improving them will also decrease the willpower cost of a focus. Use knowledge skills to not have a willpower. The use of knowledge skills do not have a willpower cost. They cannot be improved by using focus. Okay. So here's our disciplines. Discipline sheet contains the disciplines the character possesses. Experience points invested in disciplines increase the level and can provide additional powers. Discipline powers can be passive or can be used in dialogue or in exploration. For example, celerity. So this one, celerity. The discipline allows you to traverse the environment at high speeds and slow down the perception of time. I personally, when playing, this is one of the few ones that I make sure I have. Because, well, celerity is a very helpful one. Blink cost no hunger, but reveals anchor points that allows you to kind of teleport to them. And that goes up to 2 and then 3. Always fun. Presence. Discipline tied to charisma. Ability to influence the emotions of those around you. So awe and aspects. Supernatural perception. Once activated, heightens your 5 senses and allows you to see the possible futures and read your opponents. Heightened senses. Well, we definitely want awe. We want to hold this to apply. Because we like to have the conversation base. If you can hear the barking in the background, I do apologize.
Hazel.
I live with corgis and, well, and a chihuahua thing that Papillon thinks he's a freaking corgi. But he doesn't bark at things, just the corgis.
I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the Warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
She hasn't done anything. Hazel.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now. The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, How would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, I know you'll be up to it. But we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Syl. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it, I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
So, the hunt. A safe zone is a place where no one can see you feed. You can find them by exploring the surroundings. Only one prey may be sent to a safe zone at a time. Good to know.
Do you think that...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that.
We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around.
Follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it?
Hi. Do you want us to... Hi.
Sorry, I'm a little out of it. Let me know if I can help. Good evening. Let me know if I can help. Good evening.
Okay, well I can't feed on any of them. And I can't seem to send them to a safe zone. So this is confusing. Okay.
Do you need me?
Come with me. There.
Yes.
Okay, so the kiss. Vampires use their powers to charm or subdue their prey and then satisfy their hunger. When feeding on a prey, you can control the amount of blood you take. Press and hold the button to increase the amount of hunger eliminated. If you do not press the button, or if you do not release the button, the bar is full. The prey will die, drained of its blood. Oh, okay. Some prey. Their blood, emotionally charged, has a resonance with your character will earn after feeding. At the end of a scene, a resonance provides an experience bonus for the corresponding discipline. If more than one resonance is acquired during a given scene, only the last one acquired is saved. If your prey survives, you may feed on it a second time. However, this will cause it to die and increase suspicion. Hmm.
Absolutely divine.
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding?
And then there are the palaces, the mosaics,
I know that voice.
and the vibrant.
Yes? Can I help you? Busy with the police and all.
They make a lot of noise, but life always finds a way. At night, mostly. At clandestine parties, safe from their batons. Those young people just want to have fun, and their dissent has a delicious taste.
I know that perfume. Jay. Where did you go, Jay?
Maybe the Anarchs. Or the Harvard Warlocks. No.
Underwood and Fang. Bazori's ears must be burning. Keltum and Lazarus. I smell gossip.
Hmm.
I hope he's all right.
Took the elevator to get here.
Hmm. Huh. Forgive me. Okay, but it doesn't go anywhere else, and I can't seem to activate this elevator. Maybe I can't activate it while my auspice is on? No. Does it branch anywhere else? Did I come down the elevator? Wish there was a button to activate my celerity.
Oh, you again.
What do you want? April, have you seen Jay anywhere?
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
Come on, she works for you. You know her.
Having friends is the best way to lose your head. You're going to have to swim without my help.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier.
Well, if I can't take the elevator... What? Okay. Sure. I was contemplating whether I want out of water as well. I think I do. I've reached a point of no return. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And a picture of a Nosferatu? Are we in the Nosferatu's dragon office?
No fucking way. Shit.
So this
What?
is where you've been
Oh,
hiding.
Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mem. It's a fucking nightmare. The code red is definitely because of the party. April told me Hazel was gunning for me. She thinks I'm responsible for this shit show.
So, you're hiding in Rory's room?
I'm looking for evidence. I saw that Jara had the file on the party. It's got all the contracts and stuff in it that will prove I did my job right. But I can't find them. It was my only shot to defend myself against her. I did everything right, Mem. I was the one who rented the place. Same as always. Rooftop, away from prying eyes. I met with Richard to organize the vessels. I arranged for limos to be sent for the Hartford Chantry. I went through the same secure limo agency as usual. They're ours, so there's no risk. What the hell could have gone wrong?
I don't know. But there's no time to think about it. Hazel wants to see you.
And she asked you?
It's gonna be fine, Jay. I'm sure you can explain everything.
I'm scared, Mem.
Don't worry about anything. I'm here.
I'll follow you.
Okay. Her seer. From madness sometimes comes great clarity. A wise prince knows how to recognize this rare talent in their subjects, and gives them the recognition that others deny them. Okay, well, let's go with the investigator with her. Malkavians are weird that way. Obfuscate. Auspex. Obfuscate. Discipline that allows you to move around undetected and mimic someone else. Let's take Obfuscate of 2. Because Obfuscate's fun as well.
Leisha, it's good to see you.
Be good, sweetie.
How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
Good evening, Delsin.
Good evening, Leisha.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No, I'm the prince. It was my decision. He is your psychiatrist, but you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
I'm searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry about him.
Thank you.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years, I have been working to heal the city's wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past. You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin King knew that.
The Mad King. I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate. I wanted them to help me understand the Chantry's hand more clearly before we signed our agreement with them. But this alert changes everything. I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
Shouldn't lie to the prince.
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long, white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm Sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me. I need to be sure that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation.
You don't trust them?
You can never be too careful. You and Delson are the only two people I trust entirely. The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something in the works.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
All right, consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today. Until then, I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then. I'll be right back.
So when the little girl disappeared earlier, because she should not have been able to do it, when she did, that was called obfuscate. And look, we're both doing it now. Obfuscate illusion is illusionary magic, which is very common to Malkavians. Their insanity tends to help. Oh, we're getting a vision. I see bullets, shipping containers. That's fine, yeah. Please. Yes.
That was intense. I have to be careful.
No, you didn't close it.
Mom, I'm going to Ritz's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
Let's see if Hazel was right. Did Jara leave anything behind?
Hard to sip it when it's falling on my shirt because the lid's not closed. No. Hot cocoa on the shirt tends to be painful when it's not closed. Ow! It's hot, that's all. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. I don't have anything in technology.
This thing's old. Does she still use it? This thing's old. Does she still use it? This is what Hazel asked me to bring her.
I really hate the fact that all I can do is walk.
Oh, shit. Locked from the other side.
Hmm. Hmm? Right. Doors are locked. Right. I have the key. I forgot. I have the lodging key.
No idea. Haven't heard
Hmm. Actually. While I'm thinking about it, why don't we...
Nobody here. I'm going to be able to take a look around Dijon's. Just like New Orleans. This is definitely Well, well. What have we here? He didn't finish his letter. But that'll be enough for Hazel to make up her mind about him. He must have done a warlock ritual. A bird. Dead.
Hmm.
Huh. It's from an animal. And it's still fresh. This knife has blood on it.
Okay. Hmm? No. He said okay.
Tarot cards. How fun. The Emperor, the Chariot, Temperance. Easy. Dijon is thinking about taking a trip.
Starting to wish I'd taken celerity.
It looks like one of Richard's Rorschach tests. In green. Even with the color, I still see the same things always. Blood.
That's vampirism for you. You know, I didn't check to see if there's anything obfuscated in here. Huh.
There are traces, but I can't break that illusion. It's much too strong.
Interesting. Okay. you think I should have taken obfuscate a level 2? Or if I still could. Guess not. Let's go find the other printer gem. I'm guessing is that door over there.
Hazel told me to keep a low profile here. This area is reserved for the prince and her primogen. Shit. Hilda's in her office. She's going to see me.
Oh, he might too. Shit. Talk about Spartan living.
The speculative news from... Oh, he's about as fun as his reading material.
I think so? Yeah. Here.
Shouldn't get too close. She might be able to sense me.
Looking for anything that might have been hidden with an illusion.
Why did you come back? Why? Other than to show that you're doing just fine on your own. If you only knew everything I've done for you. Mem.
Hilda's more concerned with the man than she is with Hazel. I hope she'll be happy to hear that.
Leisha. Restricted access means nothing to you, I see. Make yourself at home. Don't mind me. How am I not surprised?
What doesn't surprise you?
For you to turn up at a time like this...
The prince had me released.
Of course, she needs you. I'm guessing she sent you to spy on the council.
What do you mean?
Tell me, do you remember the last time she pulled you out of your musty hole?
It's just that
You don't remember, do you? You're still having those little memory issues, it seems. And I suppose Halsey's here, too.
Of course she is.
The more the merrier.
Don't start with me, Beryl. Otherwise...
Why don't you go out and play in the sun? And let me get back to work.
Work? With everything that's going on, Hazel will appreciate your dedication.
Get out, please.
That's all I'm going to be able to find out about him. Hazel's gonna be disappointed. Halsey's waiting for me. I hope Hazel will be proud of us. Richard's apartment. He didn't change a thing, as usual. How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy sessions? Only Richard would still use that. Nothing. Ugh. It's true that he always saves everything on old media. So, did you find your teddy?
No, not yet. I'm not sure he's here. What about you? Did you finish your job for the prince?
Yes, I found something that might be of interest to Hazel.
Does that mean we're going back to see the prince then?
Let's go, Sugar Fangs.
Leisha. I'm all ears.
Everything went all right.
I knew I could count on you. Was Halsey a good girl?
Yes, as usual.
Good. Were you able to find anything interesting in Ms. Drury's apartments?
Yes, there was intel she had gathered on the guests, including those from the Hartford Chantry.
Anything about their regent, Deneb Osborne?
Yes, he seems to be obsessed with memory magic.
Interesting.
I gave everything to Delsin.
Thank you. I'll take a look at it later. Were you able to see or hear anything interesting?
Hilda was in her room. She was acting strangely.
What do you mean?
She was whispering things, talking to a picture of a mem.
Touching, but that's of no importance.
At Dijon's, I found a letter addressed to the Salem Chantry.
Did he betray me for the Warlocks?
I don't know. It just said that he's participating in your project, but that he would have preferred an agreement with Salem.
Oh, I understand his recent illusions a little better now. I'm going to need to have a word with him. Go on.
I had a vision.
I knew you would. What did you see? Was I in your vision?
I think it was me. My forehead was on fire.
All right. Do you have any idea what it could mean?
Not in the slightest. Are you disappointed?
The important thing is that you're starting to have visions again.
It happened when I was in Jara's office. I just found Journey going through her things.
But she's not allowed to be there.
MM joined her almost immediately.
What did they say to each other?
I couldn't hear what they said. That's when I had the premonition.
That's too bad. But you didn't fail, I promise. Don't worry about it. Just focus on your visions.
I also found that at Jara's. A file on the party. It's a record of everything Journey did.
That could be useful. Give it to Delsin on your way out. Anything else?
That's all I was able to find.
I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Leisha.
Richard still wasn't there. Were you able to find out anything else?
Yes, one of my servants just came back from his bar, the Red Salon. As that's where he does his research, I had hoped to find him there. But she confirmed that Dr. Dunham had gone to the party early with a few of his vessels. I'm sorry, Leisha.
No. If he had been destroyed, I would have felt it. I have to go find him.
You're the most discreet of all of us, it's true. But we have no idea what might have happened there. It could be dangerous.
I won't be alone. Halsey will be with me.
Of course. And one last thing. Dr. Dunham wasn't the only one there. There was also Miley, my child. Bring her back to me.
Yes, of course. We'll leave right away.
I wouldn't expect anything less of you. Thank you, Leisha.
Nice. So we got some good experience out of that one. Excuse me.
MM, come here. Thanks, MM. You've brought me Journey. I knew I could count on you.
Jay is waiting in the antechamber. She's nervous. Tell Delsin to go easy on her.
We'll see about that.
Did you need me for anything else?
Not right now, but I will soon. I have one more favor to ask of you.
All right. I'll be waiting in the next room.
Okay. The Eternal Protector. Mortal kings have their lackeys, the Prince of Boston has Caleb. While rulers come and go, Caleb remains, and his presence tonight is not reassuring. We'll have him be a jack of all trades. Again, no points to apply for him, but... Ooh, okay, so he has Fortitude, Presence, Sense the Unseen. What's in the power... It's in the power of the vampire is the ability to detect the supernatural. Both creature... Oh, he's a Ventru! Okay, that makes sense. And creatures around it, and then the traces they leave behind. He also has Fortitude, physical, mental, supernatural resilience. Ooh, we could also do Presence. Presence and dialogue's fun. Fortitude. Durability, withstand physical pain, and the hunger cost depends on the Fortitude rating. I don't know how physical this is going to get. Maybe we go with Presence for now. Just in case. Just in case.
Delson.
Zori.
It seems that the Camarilla is in danger. I am at your
yeah.
disposal.
Your sense of duty is a credit to you, Caleb. You haven't lost your touch, I hope. The Code Red is linked to the Unification Party with the Chantry. No one there is answering anymore.
How many of us were there?
Probably a good 20, give or take. Dr. Dunham and our top spy, Jara Drory, were already there.
We might have lost 2 members of the Primogen. What about Hartford? Have you heard from them?
If those dogs had anything to do with what happened, I'll cut their throats myself.
Do you think they might be involved?
I don't know. It's too early to draw any conclusions.
Where do you want to start?
Can I count on you?
You have no reason to doubt me.
One by one, the Ancillai heed the beckoning and go east. You're the eldest in the city now. Don't do this to me. Not now. I would be very grateful to you. And Fang.
How may I be of service?
Go and see Caius. With Jara gone, he's in charge of security. He may have learned something.
You can count on me.
You have my absolute confidence, Caleb.
What is the beckoning? Don't mind the sound in the background. That's just, Liko dying slowly. The beckoning is not a term I've heard of. So let's take a look at our codex. Thank you. Yes, the talent menu. The trait menu. That's super helpful. And the codex is where all this stuff is kept. Thank you. Cleanse. The Bruja. Okay, we don't care about clans. Or darkness. Flush of life. Embrace. The beckoning. Mysterious calling, drawing elder vampires away from their fields and fortresses. The elders are compelled to travel east towards the land where mortals and vampire civilization began, into the fog of a shadow war fought over the graves of their progenitors. Oh. Alright. So Caleb has no powers.
My instructions are clear.
You little shit.
I'm just following orders.
You have no idea what's at stake. My most honored sire, you're wasting your time here.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
This isn't just a courtesy visit. You need him.
I have some messages I need to deliver.
They must be important. It's too bad it's forbidden.
Security is one thing, but business won't wait.
You can't put your accounts aside for a minute.
The expression time is money is bandied about, but most people don't understand the real meaning of the phrase. I do. Tell me, You haven't introduced me to your charming protege yet.
Zhu Feng.
Yes, Zhu Feng. A name that's as delectable as her blood, I'm sure. Ah, you're planning to introduce her to the very select club of Gala Bazori's progeny, aren't you?
I hope that the prince will allow me to, shortly.
I hope so for your sake. Who knows? Dear Hazel is so unpredictable. At any rate, it would be an honor for me to welcome and guide her.
You will speak of nothing with her at all.
Is that an order?
A word of advice.
Oh, pardon me. I fell out of the habit of receiving advice from you so long ago. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must end this ever so pleasant conversation. I need to find a way to avoid losing too much money.
You're an idiot. Fucking Underwood.
Mr. Bazori, can I help you?
I need to see Caius.
He doesn't want anyone to bother him.
Prince's orders.
I see. He's holed up in the server room. You'll need a pass to get in. There's one on his desk.
Thank you.
Fuck. How long has it been since we've had an alert like this?
I've got no idea.
Caius's office. The key card must be in there.
Sorry about the noise, guys. I'm just trying to quiet the cat. I really know not Malkavian, but Nosferatu to be one for electronics, but I guess
Nothing new on the police scanners. They're always
this one's
one step
different.
behind. Keep it up.
A list of ingredients and side effects.
I imagine she sent you. Finally, some good news on this shitty night.
What's the situation?
Not good. Not good at all.
The prince needs more than that. I hope you've got it.
You want details.
Tell me what happened.
Everything was going as planned until 11:10 p.m. The prince's child, Miss Sellers, contacted me. The Hartford Warlocks had just arrived. That's the last time we heard from any of them. Less than 20 minutes later, we received the code red, just as we were leaving to join them.
Who sounded the alert?
A man named Wu. Ever heard of him? A retainer, one of Jason Moore's bodyguards.
Moore, the asset manager. What was he doing at the unification party?
He was supposed to answer technical questions about the financial viability of the agreement. Moore is good at hiding our kind trafficking. He's one of them, after all.
And you're the one who received the code red, personally.
It arrived directly. Here. It's authentic. I verified it.
Anything that could be of interest to the prince?
I'm working on it. Jara Drury is the expert, not me. If only she was here.
Any movement with the Anarchs?
As usual, they're keeping their distance. You know it's always a pain in the ass to locate them.
Any word from Hartford?
Do you think it's them?
It would be ill-fated.
I knew we should never have trusted those damn warlocks.
Any sign of Jara?
Nothing at all. And that's not good. According to the protocol, she should have been there early. If they got hit, she would have been first in line. There's one thing we haven't considered. The Crimson Oaks.
They were behind the Quincy Market attack, weren't they?
I don't have any proof. We just caught a thin blood who wanted to trap the prince, and who told us about them. Apparently they're new in town, but Mr. Rory thinks he's giving us the runaround.
Did you look into it?
I tried, but I didn't have the resources to discover anything else.
Leave no stone unturned.
Hello? You. It's about damn time. Shit. What? You're... Hello? Damn it! I lost them.
Who was it?
Whoa. Shit. Now it's just ringing.
What did he say?
The party was indeed attacked. Apparently it was a real bloodbath. He and James had just enough time to get more out. They're stopping by his place to pick up some sensitive documents.
And then what? Are they coming here?
I don't know. We got cut off.
Call him back. I'll inform Hazel.
This is a critical moment for us. I have summoned you here tonight to organize our reaction to an imminent threat.
What threat exactly? We've got no reason yet to
Cut
think...
her off again and I'll slit your throat.
Oh! Excuse me!
Careful, Hazel.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Enough! I command you to be silent and listen to me.
Oh, so that's how it is.
That's enough, Beryl.
Yes, it's come to this. You would do well to listen to your sire. We have just been attacked. This is not a time for childish displays of discontent. Caleb, the Code Red was sent by Wu. Go to Moore's and find out what's going on.
As you wish.
And bring Moore back to me. He was supposed to be at the party. I don't understand why he's the only one who was able to call us. I would like to speak to him very much.
Consider it done.
I trust you. He might be involved in this, so gather any documents you can find there that could tie us to him.
Very well.
Delson, see if you can get Caius to find us a new middleman in the cane business to manage our interests. I don't want to take any chances. Then, I want you to talk to everyone. Somebody must have seen or heard something. Dajan, make sure all our defenses are in place.
Yes, Hazel.
You will go to the old Jefferson Library.
What's there?
That's where the Hartford Chantry calls home here. I gave them the building so they could have a base in Boston.
I demand to take her place.
Request denied.
What game are you playing, Hazel? It's a suicide mission.
It's all right. I got this. I'm not made of sugar.
She's not ready for this kind of mission. I should go with her, at the very least.
No, you will remain here. Goes alone.
Why don't you send Dajan instead?
Enough, Hilda. Dajan has work to do elsewhere, and I don't need to explain myself.
Hazel, if anything happens to her, I'll...
Nothing, Hilda. You'll do nothing. It's high time you learned to trust her.
Which one of us are you planning to send to the party?
She's already left.
What? Who?
I sent Leisha.
Are you serious? A few hours ago, she was snoozing behind locked doors in a psych ward.
You're playing a dangerous game, Hazel. Without us, you would never have come into power.
You've chosen the worst possible moment to turn your back on us.
On the contrary, I find this moment very appropriate. I am the Prince of Boston, and you are the Primogen. I owe you nothing. Delson, escort them out. The session is adjourned. You all have your instructions.
Could I, though? I asked all the questions. So now I get to go through all different parts, and it's going to ask me where I want to start. Well, okay, so now I get to pick which one I want to follow. I get to do all three, but I get to pick which way I go, or which one I start with. A Toreador, a Ventrue, and a Malkavian. Fantastic. I think we'll start with... Yes, I am. I think I'll start with the Malkavian next time. I'm going to actually just load that up real quick. I think we'll start with the Malkavian next time. Because that is fascinating, and I want to see how bad the party really is. Alright. Okay, so we have to do some... Let's do some of this first. First off, I want a point in technology, because screw that. We want another point in physical, social... We're going to put another point in persuasion, and intimidation, and psychology. Oh, we don't have to put into psychology. What about our disciplines? We have 10 points. Obfuscate. Those are expensive. 25. 70. Damn. Alright, I guess we'll just apply then, because we can't do anything else. As soon as it gives me the ability to save, I will save it.
Have you ever been here before?
No, this place is a rental, Pumpkin. It was just for the party.
Oh. Do you know what happened?
No. That's what we are here to find out. But we have to be very careful.
I want to know what her story is, because as far as I know, it's
I
like...
become invisible and don't touch anything.
It's against the rules, like, across all of vampire society to turn children.
Trouble, I wait for you outside?
That's it. We make a great team, Sweet Fangs. The police are here. Shit. That's a bad sign.
So I want to know what the kid's whole story is, because she shouldn't be a thing. Okay, I guess there is no save option. It does the autosave. Alrighty, well thank you guys for joining me. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you guys will join me again later. Tomorrow, when I have Side Seat Mama, or Cat McFurry, or whatever her gamer tag is, she'll have to introduce herself tomorrow. And maybe we'll get some of her people into the chat to help out as well. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.